Hi, welcome to our wraps. My name is Randy Miller, and what we're going to be showing you is a circuit box wraps. And on my business, I like to be organized, and when you organize, things run a lot smoother. And these are the steps I take. Let me just flip this around real quick. And so what you're seeing right here is the workstation right here. And so there's a couple workstations what I have. The first of all, when I do a workstation, I like to do it, we used to do it out in the shop, but it's getting so hot and we don't have air conditioning out in the shop, so I'm just going to do it here. So I have a cleaning workstation out there, so I use a rubbing alcohol and then also a rag, and I clean everything out there, and once everything is clean, I bring them in here and we stack them 10 at a time, so we're organized, going 10 here, and then once we do that, when we're ready to start wrapping, or the next thing I do is I make a template for the roll. So I have the roll. This is actually the Di-Noc material. It's a white material. It has a little bit, not sure if it has a little bit of texture on there. I can't see it, but what I do is I roll it out and I roll it this way, and I cut marks right there. And then there's 4 blue marks, so when I'm using the cutter, I just roll it, cut it, and then go straight down, and then I turn it into these guys right here. So I do a handful of these guys, so everything is set up. The next thing I do is, after all that's clean, I take 10 out, go right back there. I use primer 94. I do around the edges right here. I do 10 at a time. Also, I put primer 94 all around the edges right here. It just makes the vinyl stick a lot better to here, so in the future it doesn't curl up and move in. The next thing is everything is all in one spot. So when I sit down, I grab the vinyl, I wrap this, the garbage can is right there, and then after I get done wrapping the vinyl, I save the backing right here. And then this is the end product right here. This is the wrap door. And so I cover it up, and I do about, I want to say about 20 high. And so then after that, I wrap it up so it doesn't move all the way around. So when I take it to the job site, or I give to the people I'm wrapping it for, they have enough to pick it up and then move it over to the job site, and it won't get damaged. The other thing I'm worried about is getting it damaged. So the less movement they have, the better, and that's where it is. And I just wrap it up right here. So everything is on a grid. Everything is organized, nice and clean, temperature controlled, and it's just on a grid. So when you start going, you're moving, and once you start doing 3 or 4 of these, you start getting a rhythm, and that's where you need is having a rhythm. All right, so I'm just going to set you up. Oh, here, this is the product that I'm going to use for the camera. It's a DJI product, and also it's Osmos. It's a great, well, you put it on your phone. I'm using my phone. You put your phone in here, and it stabilizes, and it goes up, and you can move it around, or it's a cool product. I'm going to talk about this later on in the video. The heat gun that I use, speaking of tools, the heat gun I use is Wagner, and this is the model. I've had really good luck with this, so I'm really happy with this. You can buy it on Amazon. I'll probably put links down below, so you can just click on the links and go right to the Amazon, or you can buy it at the Home Depot or anything like that. Regular knife, regular squeegee, and primer 94 and rubbing alcohol, and these are the tools that I use for this project right here. But I'm showing you how organized I can be. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this guy on here real quick. And you can just kind of watch me. I'll show you how I do the wraps. And if you got any comments or questions, comment down below later on. I will send you the link. So when I get ready to start wrapping, these are my 10 units that I've done, and this is everything is arm length, nice and clean. Trash is right here. making sure this, before we wrap anything, make sure this is nice. It's dirty, but it's clean. So, so what I do first, I go back here. It's already pre-cut vinyl. I wrap it, I take it all the way to the back, and I probably send it right about here. Okay, so if you notice, there's a little, the tag right here, we do not want to cover up or put the vinyl on top of it and take it off and rip it off. So everything has to be in place right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it about an inch or inch and a half from the edge of the vinyl. And I'm going to make sure it's right in the middle of that. It's going to tack it in. And you can see the overlap right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this down right here so it doesn't move around, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm using the squeegee where it's nice and hard, and I'm just going to get in the crevices and go right there. Okay. And once you start doing more and more of these, it just goes by quicker and quicker. So it's just human nature once you get down to rhythm. And you've always, on job sites like this, you always learn something, a little new tricks here and there to make it go a little quicker. So next thing I do, I place it over here. If you place it over here, when I'm moving the vinyl around, it's going to grab. I've already came across that. So next, there's a little indentation right here that I want to sink in. You can kind of see it move a little bit. Sometimes there's use a little bit of heat, sinks it in. Next thing I'm going to do, as long as this vinyl is up, I'm going to have air pockets going through here, so I'm going to start in the middle. And I'm just going to heat it up like this and making sure I'm pushing the air this way. Oops. Okay, same thing over here. And when you're heating this up, that means you can see little air bubbles sometime right there. You just massage it out because of the heat. So what the heat does, it sinks it in. Okay. Next thing I do, I'm going to poke this guy out, so I'm going to use my blade to get these little guys out of the way. At the very end, I have very, very little waste. And you can see the waste basket right here. And I don't have hardly any waste because I'm recycling the paper that goes to the job site. So I'm covering up the material with this stuff. I'm in all the corners. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, after doing one of these, I'm going to zoom up on this right here, and I'm going to show you a little bit closer view. Heat the corner up pretty good. You can see it's kind of melting in there. And I'm just going to stretch it over. Right like there. Same thing. And the backing is really not that important, but I'll show you. Don't worry about this because I'm going to make 1/4 inch on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my squeegee. I'm going to pull this up and over. If you get any air bubbles, you can just poke them out a little bit. Okay, make sure that's lifted up. Same thing. Watch the vinyl dance a little bit. You can, once you get to know the vinyl a little bit more, you know how long you can leave it on before it starts stretching too much. Okay. Like I said, don't worry about what it looks like right now. Oops. So I'm going to try to pushing it up, stretching it, and then get it right about there. Just heating it up and soften up the vinyl, but also it makes the glue, it gets it pretty sticky. I will show you a close-up after I get done doing this little corner right here. So once you start getting a rhythm, it goes by quicker. Okay, this is pretty sticky because the primer 94, it's really sticking right here. So if I'm trying to lift up and fix something, it's tough to get up. So next I'm making sure everything is all nice and sealed up. Looks nice, so I'm going to use my knife. I'm going to use the blade going, you don't want to go all the way down because you're going to start wiggling like that and it's going to be, so the closer the better. So right now I'm just going to eyeball it and go 1/8 inch in. I'll show you a little close up. Okay. Last and least, make sure everything is down. The last thing I do to check is make sure everything looks good. I'm just going to make sure these crevices are nice and snug. There's little bubbles right here. So I do is I poke a little hole right there and I just that looks pretty good. So I just poked a little hole on one side and I'm using my fingernail and forcing the air to that bubble. Okay, once look out. This is all nice and snug. Okay, let me show you the little close-ups. It doesn't doesn't have to be perfect. You can see it's about 1/8 inch over and around. And you can see what it looks like. So this is nice and tight. Okay. And then I come over here. Oops. There you go. And I place it on here. Place it on that. And we'll call it good. Okay, guys. Oops. If you got any comments or questions, comment down below. And other than that, stay tuned. I got some more projects and videos just to show you. Alright, see you guys.